Hey everyone, hope you're all doing great. This is from my drive from Bengaluru to Nashik. I finally managed to start the trip early in the morning. Well, 5 am is the best I can pull off right now. After a quick fuel refill, we set our course for Nashik and hopped onto the Bengaluru Nelamangala Expressway. It's got expressway in the name, but it's always crowded. No surprise, since it's basically the main entry and exit point for Bengaluru's non-stop traffic. The drive from Bengaluru to Tumkur was a short one. The road is currently under widening, and honestly, the diversions are almost as good as the roads they're building. But the widening will only really make sense if they manage to keep two-wheelers, three-wheelers, and local buses on the service lanes instead of the main highway. Traffic on this stretch can get overwhelming at times. About 60 kilometers of driving from Goraguntepalya, we finally crossed Tumkur. This 60-kilometer stretch is pretty significant because right after it, you're greeted with an almost perfect 6-lane highway on the NH48. The drive to Chitradurga felt pretty effortless, even on a weekend. Looks like this highway is handling the traffic really well. From here, we split off from NH48 and take NH50 towards Hosapete. By this point, we've covered around 200 kilometers on the trip. NH50 all the way to Hosapete is honestly a beautiful affair between the drive and the road itself. Spotless 4-lane highway, not a single speed breaker, and a massive wind farm with turbines spinning as far as your eyes can see. It's the kind of stretch where anyone driving with you for the first time will definitely pull out their phone to capture the scenic view during the day. The first construction related diversion on NH50 shows up right after you cross Hosapete. From there, you hit quite a few more diversions all the way till Vijaypura. But overall, the roads stay pretty good. This stretch towards Vijaypura is mostly dominated by truck traffic. And while the surface is still very drivable, the number of speed breakers definitely start to creep up. The most troublesome part of our drive, no wait, the second most troublesome part of our drive was a 30-kilometer pothole-filled stretch past Kushtagi. But aside from that, even with all the diversions, we never really had any issues driving through this section. We stopped for a fuel refill when we reached Vijaypura, crossing the 500-kilometer mark on our journey and wrapping up roughly 200 kilometers of driving from Hosapete. After crossing Vijaypura, we hopped onto NH52 towards Solapur. The road stayed in great condition, and it didn't take long before we crossed into Maharashtra. This stretch is more or less like the one from Chitradurga to Hosapete. Smooth, steady, and effortless. You barely even realize when the 100-kilometer flies by. The next part of our journey took us from Solapur to Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar, still cruising along NH52. We would be sticking to this highway all the way till Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar, a stretch of roughly 300 kilometers. The road ahead continued to impress us. with only a handful of diversions along the way. By then, a coffee break was definitely the need of the hour. This was our first time driving on this particular stretch of NH52, and judging by how well the highway treated us, it definitely won't be the last. It's always such a nice feeling to hit smooth, open roads, especially when they show up in the final stages of a long drive. Don't you guys feel the same way? We reached Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar almost 1000 kilometers into our drive, cruising at an average speed of 70 kilometers per hour, and Nashik was about 180 kilometers away. The next part of our journey was probably the easiest of them all, cruising along the Nagpur-Mumbai Expressway, better known as the Samruddhi Mahamarg. Almost 130 kilometers of well marked access control roads. Exactly what we needed for a night drive in the final stretch of our journey. We took the Nashik exit at Sinnar, and from there we were practically at the finish line. Just 50 more kilometers to go. What came next was probably the most annoying stretch of the entire trip. The highway from Sinnar to Nashik was definitely the roughest of all the roads we had driven so far. Potholes, unmarked speed breakers, and whatnot. Those last 40 odd kilometers to our destination were easily the bumpiest part of the whole journey. We finally rolled into Nashik, wrapping up a 1164 kilometers drive at an average speed of 71 kilometers per hour. The fuel economy settled at 16.4 kilometers per liter, and by the end of it, the fuel level was almost the same as when we started. We used about 70 liters of diesel, costing roughly 6,500 rupees. Hope you have enjoyed this travelogue. The only way I'll really know is if you hit that like button. So don't be shy. I'll see you on the next drive. Until then, take care and drive safe.